All right, wonderful people, welcome back to this wonderful channel where we'll bring you back-to-back update and information as you hot. In case you have not joined our social media handle, what are you waiting for? Kindly go ahead and subscribe, like, comment, share, and also remember to on your notification button so that whenever our news drop, you will be the first. We will collect them. Let's go down to the news proper as it hot. The information will be say it reach for my table now. For the land of freedom, we say the men of the NIG army and the men of the Biafra Liberation Army don't have one katakata like that as it be. And as the matter can be, it can be say plenty people don't lose their life for that particular matter where we say it happen. For the part of the men of the Biafra Liberation Army, they lose people. For the part of the NIG them boys army, they lose people also. But the information will be say if they reach for my table, be say as the matter they happen, the men of the men of the NIG them army boys, them trauma, then collect trauma jungwa because of the firepower. Where we say the experience with the men of the Biafra Liberation Army, and the boys say that place na their territory. Say make nobody put mouth for them on. Say them they there. No be say that they find trouble. They don't even talk. Say make they go ask the villagers where we say they there. Say they know they find trouble. Say they know they look for wahala. They say wahala no be their own matter. But the matter where we say there for them, we say they want protect their people from all these Fulani marauders, Fulani headers, and all these terrorist attack where we say it happen some part of the north and part of the middle belt. And recently the thing has started coming inside some part of the southeastern part of Nigeria. In Anambra, some villagers the other time we are reporting how all these people where we say that they terrorize the Obodo, they give them wahala. For that side, they say even self they call on the government to come and help them because things are actually getting out of hand for them. People where we say that they live for some villages for that Anambra part where we say is still the bush. They say all of them don't wale. They don't leave their family waka. They don't leave the things where we say that they do waka come out from that particular environment because that environment is no more stable for them to stay, and they are having a big issue with that particular environment. As it be, I say I beg, make the government and the people will be say they in charge for that particular kind of matter. Say may they carry them out put for them because it don't they too much. And myself, I come to wonder why the army them boys they leave all these people where we say they terrorize Obodo, go they pursue people where we say the military arm of the Biafra Liberation Government in exile, where we say they day for the Obodo just to protect their father's land. I think if the army people want to do some particular things, it go better. May they carry out investigation so that they will be able to know who is who and who is doing what. As it be, I remember say we still there for Muslim them season Eid Mubarak. I be waiting to the column as it be, but I say Samalam for them. For South Africa, they say Jacob Zuma don't win court battle to stand in South Africa's election. I say no be juju be that. Lately, we thought that South Africa was going to become one of the best African countries in Africa, where democracy is still the order of the day, where democracy is still winning the game. But as it be for the Obodo now, South Africa themselves, I think things are turning around there after Jacob Zuma was accused of a lot of things, many things, money laundering, siphoning of money, squandering of the national asset and the rest of them. As it be court, in don't win for court. say im go fit contest for the upcoming election wey be say e dey come up for the South Africa. And I come dey wonder wetin dey happen to most of these African countries. In other European countries, you see a glaring fraud that have been committed by government, a glaring fraud that have been committed by some government officials. But because of their position, because of the money they have amassed, acquired, kept in other countries, you find that the lawyers and the court will still be dancing to their tune. I say, no, this thing, no be juju be that. Wetin dey happen to these Africans? Sometimes I come dey ask, is it because we are in this COG? But if you go to other countries, you will see Ndi COG doing better. You will see Ndi COG doing a lot of things. Even in America, there, all these black Americans and our fathers that were taken from this Africa and we are taken to America, you find out that they are doing a lot of good things. They are doing a lot of lovely and fine things. But we be say we dey for this Africa, a lot of things have changed. A lot of things have changed. Democracy has been watered down. The rule of law has been watered down. The government, the governors, the senators, all of them buy power for themselves. Meanwhile, make I carry you go for the full detail of what is happening right now in South Africa. As it be, South Africa's former president Jacob Zuma is free to run in May general election after an electoral court overturned a ban of his candidacy. Last month, the Electoral Commission barred him over a contempt of court conviction. It argued the Constitution prevented people from holding public office if convicted of a crime and sentenced to more than 12 months in prison. Mr. Zuma, 81, has been campaigning for the new Muzokuzui MK party, a former steward of the governing African National Congress. He is a controversial figure and served as president from 2009 until 2018, when he had stepped down because of corruption allegations. He was sentenced to 15 months in jail in 2021 for failing to testify in a corruption investigation, though he only served 3 months on health grounds. The ruling could have a significant impact on the outcome of next month's election. Mr. Zuma is the face of a newly formed MK opposition party, which is named after the ANC's former military wing. The ex-president sees himself as the true heir to the revolutionary roots of ANC, once led by Nelson Mandela. Mr. Zuma's court victory means he can now run as the MK's leading candidate. Rather than voting directly for a president, South Africans elect member of the National Assembly. The head of whichever party can muster a majority is likely to become the country's leader, though it could put forward another candidate. The ruling will also be a blow to the NNC, which after 30 years in power faces a potentially bruising election. For the first time since the start of the democratic era in 1994, the ANC vote shares could be below 50%, several opinion polls predict. The MK party is seen as popular in Zuma's home region of KwaZulu-Natal. I don't see as it happen for our Africa. Dear Africa mama, dear Africa, waiting they happen. Hope say you dey up there for heavens. They watch waiting they happen between your children and politics. And my question is, should we go back to what we used to know in Africa? I think it's better we put mouth into this thing, as if the Western culture, the Western way of politics overturned everything we had here in Africa. Once upon a time, Africa was one of the best continents when it comes to rulership, because before the incoming of the white man, let me use Ndigbo as an example. Ndigbo has already started practicing democracy before the incoming of the white man, because in Igbo, nobody has the final decision. In Igbo, there had already been things like the lower house and the upper house, the lower chamber and the upper chamber. How does this work in Igbo? Those days, there is things like kingsmen, that's umunna. There are things like umuada, that's the female who were born in that particular kindred. There are things like umuopo, and there are things like ndi unyom. Ndi unyom are the wives that were married in that community. They have their own organization. They judge their matter. Those if women who are married in that community have issue, they go to their ndi unyom. They have a community for themselves. They settle their matters, and they have the ndinze and the ndiozo. They have the age grades. Ndinze and ndiozo are the people who decide the final matter. They even have the king, the akeze, and the rest of them. You see the king, the prime minister, and the rest of them. All these things were there. But as it be now, everything has totally changed. The white man culture and the rest of them has actually changed totally everything we used to know as politics in this nation. Meanwhile, this is where I'll be winding down the curtain, and if this is your first time of joining us on this wonderful channel, kindly go ahead and subscribe, like, comment, share, and also remember to on your notification button so that whenever our news drop, you will be the first to collect them. Thank you for listening. God bless you.